Welcome back to Hooked on a Dead by Day dating sim. Alright, we are currently about to go for another killer, and this time I'm going to go with Spirit, and we're up to our first decision, and we will go to the bar. It's going to be great for relax for the second time at the lounge. Chicago with your feet, look out over the ocean and relax on your own terms. Who would want anything else? Dry, comfortable, enjoying a cool drink on a hot day? It's the best. I mean, what kind of fool, what kind of monster, what kind of mask-wearing psychopath would finally be granted a break from the constant grind of chasing, fun to get ahead, and then choose to exert themselves in, quite frankly, any way whatsoever? I'm the only one who gets it. It's time to stop living by their rules. I won't do it any longer. Yeah, we should probably give it a second to come down. Hold on, just for one moment. Do I call it, yeah. Alright, let's get to the place. I don't think it matters what they say. Obviously, I will be skipping a lot again. But we are on the bar, which will be new. Finally, freed from the preposterous premise that the four of us would have engaged in some sort of thrilling 2-on-2 volleyball match. Spirit looks much from beneath her giant sun hat. She takes a controversial tone. I don't know whose idea volleyball was in the first place, but I hate them. I try to find a sprained ankle, but everyone already knows I technically float above the ground. Somebody believed I was putting any pressure on my joints in the first place. Then I tried to annoy everyone by not giving a crap. When that didn't work, I tried whining. And when that didn't work, I threatened to kill every single person on this island. But it turns out I'm unafraid to toss... Not the first to toss those kinds of threats around the island. So, thanks, I guess, for getting it called off. No problem. Are we trying to kill each other again? Now let's try it. Yep. Please just make it quick. So what you're saying, we'll get behind the bar, make you drink your juice? Yep. Make some drinks for me. Let's go. What will I be having? Vodka. Vodka soda? Coming right up. Really takes me back home, you know. Vodka is a very special drink to me. Yeah. After you like vodka, obviously. They always have a nip of vodka tucked away, a special little silver package and a special like hidden package, but no one hides from me. Bit basic to be drinking vodka on a trouble island, no, and you mix it with soda. Really being positioned about being passionate is so lush. It's always my thing. You make it look bad. There's 2 strikes. Oh god. It's time for you to return to the fair. I should have known there was a catch. Icebreaker time. I swear, I had known that pull this enthusiast community building crap. I suggested we attempt to walk the lowest point of the ocean before I ever set foot near this bar. You know, I think it could be kind of fun, a little fun. Never mind, I hate it. This sucks, but I could be fine, or whatever you say. Has anyone else said that? I've literally never seen them in a hat. We must make small talk. I might at least pick in a topic before we end up being forced to something lame improv, even that nerds learn at the non-sports after-school activities that I definitely did because I'm no nerd. Methinks a certain drink someone doth protest too much. Sitting out in this beautiful sunny afternoon, warm and sand beneath the cool fog beneath my severed feet. The topic I choose is books, novels, comics, fiction, or non-reading is the only real escape from the inscrutable horror of life to escape into your own mind. Growing rest of the crowd, Nala Reese, I imagine based on the response, they were much more about drinking. Continuing the situation we're in, it seems an appropriate time to ask you, Chris, what's your dessert island book? The book you'd bring with you if you were well on an island like this. Oh, and it has to be classic horror for reasons that should be obvious. Because it's an island of horror villains and looks book on public domain. Nothing too modern. Humanity has really gotten tough these past 100 years. So what's your favorite? Dracula, Frankenstein. Let's not say that one. Should I know this? Frankenstein or Dracula? Let's go Dracula. Dracula is one classic that's still scary. To be seduced by some beautiful stranger, only to learn that later on they're an immortal villain. It's down. I've never actually read any of like the original books or whatever. It's downright thrilling. Well, I guess I was going to say that's despite the deviant behavior of Dracula and the threat of possible danger or even death that he possessed. You can't help but turn on by the liberation from the status quo that he represents. Same, yeah. Okay, that's a different picture. So what if some old doctor says he's a bad boy, he's supposed to rule like garlic and sleep alone? Who do they think would buy into that? Going to be trapped in the nightmare that is undead life eternal, which I know something about. You could do a lot worse than great clothes, a castle, and a lover who doesn't take shit from anyone. I think that's a good decision. Let's save again. I'm going to be constantly saving. The scariest part of Dracula is thinking that no one will ever be quite so interesting and make love to the vampire. Enough of these old stories that belong to someone else. I think it's time to make up some new stories of our own. But we know what's going on, just waving an empty vodka bottle in the air. Adele's twinkle in her arm covered. Might I suggest something a little noisy? Let's all get a circle, spin this bad boy. Great idea. Trickster's in a bit to introduce you to a new character. I thought it was the only one who gets the rules. Yeah, okay, Trickster. Great idea. I've got much things. I'm famous. Rules are simple. First, I'll spin the bottle. Is this what it is? I'll make a view rule romantic. Like, yes, romance is the goal. We may kill silence. Trying to listen and use our imagination while we make out the other side of the bundle. I'm not watching. Alright. Spin the bottle. Windy games. Yep. Alright. It's a bit like lose. Yeah, I know how to. Ready. Where we go. Alright. Spin the, do we want to get on Spirit? This is actually really fast. Jesus. Is that spirit? Oh my god, it's so hard. Yeah. Wait, so what did it? I said something about a certain amount of times. No, is that bad? Shall I go back and get spirit? I think I should go back and get spirit. Why not? That's really hard. Oh my god, that's like insanely fast. Alright, okay, we can just obviously skip this and go right into it. Okay, I can get spirit 3 times in a row. So when I see it on Wraith, I should click. Never mind. And there's no way I saw that quickly. There we go. Yeah, 2. Oh, it's so fast. Okay, let me keep trying. Yes, I got Spirit 3 times right. Spirit's your true match. Ooh, just this morning we wake up and change. That actually took me really long. I got managed to get everyone else but Spirit somehow. Now you look across the beach at the house. Spirit lost her nose, sweet glistening on her skin. Number outrage, you can feel your powers pounding in your rotation by the hands, and you sit face. I thought you should sit on face for a second. Sit face to face in a private section of the bar. She begins to reach for you, putting her hand on your shoulders. You're sweating, but not in the sexy way she is. You're sweating in the gross way you sweat as an interview for a job you're not even remotely qualified for. You don't know what to do if you try and lock lips in the sea. You might gross her completely out, and then she'll never be able to look at you romantically again. Spirit, I just realized I should save the game because I did go through the whole thing. I have some bad news for you. I have something in my teeth, don't I think it might be seaweed. I have no idea how long I was on that ocean. No, well, maybe, but that's not what I was going to say. This is not happening. Not now, maybe not ever. If they think I'm going to make out with some strangers because the bottle told me to, they got another thing coming. Do you, namely a katana, into your heart if you try to make a move under such absurd circumstances? I wasn't gonna... Yeah, I know, you seem pretty harmless. Not all that bad to kiss if I was interested, which I'm not at this moment in time. Are we going to tell them we kiss? We are. I'm not going to lie. I'm not above lying to get what I want. So this thing about me not being that better kiss was a lie to get me to play along. If you want to know the truth, figure it out yourself, but don't expect this life just hand you gifts like me. I was... ever handed was pain and suffering. Treat me well and I'll return the favor. Otherwise, try a different route and see what happens. So I get passionate. Moment, you assume you're passionate because we're never spawned constantly while you stay on this island, but your dinner's served. Join us. Alright, dinner time. Well, time for me to get up to something else. Alright, so next day, I think, yeah, the person always comes up to us. Don't you love the ocean? I do. Staring over the last vast act of the ocean really validates that feeling inside me that we're truly insignificant. The only thing that we're pursuing is revenge. I have to wonder, how could anyone believe anything else? A question. Well, it's a simple question. How could anyone not feel small and alone in the face of such a massive nothingness? You've always been alone. You've always been alone. You found someone special. Someone not feel small alone in the face of such a massive nothingness. You've always been alone. It's filled by the situation. I mean, I don't remember much about my life before. There's only thing I know. I've always been alone. I always will be alone. Spirits turn from looking at the ocean, looking directly at you now. It's a funny idea, isn't it? Being alone together. It's the best thing we can hope for. Maybe. Or maybe it's too much to hope for. Maybe it's impossible depending on we know anything. Is that just arrogance? I was so dumb trying to please everyone to be perfect student, the perfect employee, the perfect daughter. I didn't care about myself, and now I've got. Also, I got distracted from my true purpose, my destiny, the purpose that was sitting inside me my whole life. Okay, this sounds a bit silly, but if there's anyone else on the beach, she's convinced there's on the YouTube she can do it. There's a dragon that lives inside me. I've always known, but I've tried to ignore it. When I couldn't ignore it, I tried to push it down. I'm so stupid. You're not stupid. That sounds badass. Right, but I didn't let it out. And then I know, I chop, and now the dragon is pretty much a one-track revenge beast. But enough for me. What's inside of you, stranger? But you're depressing. I don't know. Nothing but darkness. I'd kill to have a dragon. I mean, not the best choice of words. I mean, a dragon sounds awesome, honestly, though. I don't feel like anything inside me or just darkness, never-ending darkness. I think this feels the biggest gotham in town. You arrive. Perhaps I could light a torch and search through the darkness. Things are really hitting at you here. Fleet footsteps behind you, and yeah. They always say, "Come on, let's go and attend." All right. I think this is a group thing now that we can... Oh, this is the fire. Where we get someone to tell a story. Now, I think it's bad not to go with the person you're meant to be doing. But I haven't heard huntresses because we have heard spirits. So I think I'm going to listen to huntresses. And then I'm going to go back and just go through spirits. Just so we can have it on the spirit track. I choose you, Huntress. Well, I can care. Yeah. Let's see what her story is. There's a village outside the deep and ominous redwood. No child dared step foot past the threshold of thick trees and brush that separated safety from the unknown. Grown men eventually often would never return. The sound circuit in a village. Something inhuman. The woman of the tone told a story to the young children, hoping that it would be enough to dissuade them from the curious aspiration beyond the bounds of the village. They told a creature that lurks in the woods, half woman, half beast, singling like a siren, horning beautiful. Her voice, the last relic of her humanity, lulls her into her domain and not precious child, no fierce soldier can escape once you are in the clutches in who's seen her in a way. She wears a mask of hair stained with the blood of so many poor souls. To hatchet she would have been brought down brutally on the skull of many as an unsuspecting hunter. The nightmare doesn't end for the hungry beast to do in the frigid winters and nothing but hunt meat to live off. It's said that the huntress as the villagers called her couldn't bring herself to kill the young girl she came across in the forest. Instead she'd suffer an even worse fate. Longing for a child of her own, she'd bring them back to a secluded by having to keep them safe. She'd wrap a tight cord of rope around their necks and affix them to the wall. That way they'd be warm, that way they'd be out of harm's way. Hunters would bring the girls presents, toys she'd pilfered from other bodies, masks she fashioned out of things in the cottage, and little dolls made of grass and twigs. But these toys did nothing to cure the children's fear. Days the girls would waste their time for starvation and dehydration. For all good intentions, the hunters had never learned how to care for a human child. See a tear creep down on her mask. Sleepy, my darling tiny one, tucked within your bed so tight, else the old grey wolf will come and grab you by your side. There's a brief moment of silence. Just join in singing. He'll snatch you in between his teeth in bed, sleep. You know the song. So you close your eyes and fall asleep, count the little woolly sheet, or actually slightly must keep. Oh, we'll come for you. Love this song. But now I must go. Memories of so much. All right, now I'm going to go. Okay, now I'm going to go back and just go through spirits just so we have that on this path. All right, we're over at the water now. You and your storytell floors slip into the water. Were we here last time? I don't think so. I believe you can really show you what kind of piece in your life and serve the person in the story. Perfectly normal coincidence. Show you on the time trap, one might say, and most puzzling place. Regular coincidence. You'd call this blue. Search for hoping to find revenge. I don't know if I've been through this because I did choose spirit once. Runs through my... I don't know. We would have done something of Huntress. Doesn't matter. I just skipped over. I don't have to see everything in there. No need to sweat the details regardless of a descendant of noble warrior. Extend the years of training with bladed weapons precede my into the world. Sorters, you gotta figure that out. Sharp edges. Truth is I wouldn't do this babbling about watching my slave years before my father sunk his blade into my skin. I've never been able to shake it. Adult story for a child dream. Do you believe me? Yes. I'm restarting. I don't want to get into a situation again where they reject me, so I want to get everything right as they go through. So if they reject me, then I have to go who knows how far back in the game to get the right choices. Because when I did it with Wraith, I had to pretty much get everything right after I looked at the guide. No. I have to be honest and say, no, I don't believe you. Fair enough. Why would you trust me to be earned? Not taking for granted. No smart to be skeptical. Do I believe... what? Yeah, so I remember I actually have been through this with Spirit. Anyway, it's the end of that. So, is Spirit going to come and comfort me? We'll see. Alright, so I got a choice of who wants to come comfort me. Spirit! Spirit, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Spirit tells you to see her for when she's feeling restless. I like to her flute music, get on some of the essential oils and steam my pores. Really? What? Even the dead like to relax. Don't really have any issues with those things around. Hey, I got an item! Yep. Haven't been through this yet. Spirit reaches out and presents you with a unique item as a small cone carved of bamboo. I guess you could hold on to this. It was a gift from my mother. I want it back there, and if you lose it, well, you'll get your revenge on me. It's the last thing I do. Sleepy feeling, maybe you're paralyzed, doctor, and we go back up to this. Oh, wait, the trapper comes. Oh, you're awake. I saw you at the spirit right before bedtime. You should know they're not what they seem. Like me, who's obviously completely honest and trustworthy. Let's go, maybe sleeping near off. I do not take... Yeah, okay, we've been... Maybe it's random whoever comes up to you. Anyway, on to the next stuff. Oh, okay, well, I just missed the line, but... We're here with Spirit at like a hot tub now. I don't think anyone telling you is my private stuff. I guess they're before you appreciate in a way. Not like I call that don't get me, but oh well, I'll get them all. And look at my father too, and I'll be punished for what he did to my mother and me. Aura waving a sword, and then she threatens the entire universe, scaring more than a little hot if you get turned on by menacing. Look, all the time goes on, she got us a little confused about things. I'm choosing to lean into it. I suggest you do the same. Soon I get mad, which is probably enough to scare into compliance. So you've also seen that there's more sided hiding with her. Which one do you think will win out? You consider her offer, but before you can decide if you want to go off with Spirit, the Huntress interjects. Yeah, we're not going with you, Huntress. Sorry. Couple of kids, but you know what to say. Go give lemonade. So who will it be? Spirit! I gotta go with Spirit. You made the correct decision, but I know this. Just because you picked me doesn't mean I'm going to slobber all over you like a dog. Understand? Well, of course, you got to still got a lot of proof. I want to believe that our connection is real, but I've been hurt before, literally, with a katana. A katana that I now wield in spectral form. You feel me? Because you will feel me if you get any type of that macho trapo crap. Okay, yeah, I feel you. We guys couldn't quite clarify. Okay, now offer a spirit for the day. There's going to be mostly new stuff. Ooh, more match. Let's save. This is obviously not the final day yet. You and Spirit arrive at the coast, overlooking the black lights. It's old and decrepit, but it's still impressive. There's something magnetic about it. You can see why Spirit would be drawn in such a place. Look Spirit up and down. Notice that she's wearing it all black, just like the lighthouse. I'm noting a bit of a theme. Is black your favorite color? I can see no color at all. It's the absence of color to void. Like me. So as far as nature, here's a vacuum. You're not sure that's a good thing or a bad thing. The lapping waves on the shore of the coast romantic cone. The fog that surrounds Spirit everywhere she goes blends perfect with the most mist rolling up of the rocky shoreline. She's at one with this place, and so are you. A peace doesn't last long, however, it lies less you eerie howl like a monster dying. A sprawling black light stretches out across the sky. Spirit has to tell you to be heard. Oh yeah, it does that. The light and the rested and the two of you sit in silence. The Spirit lays a towel and then pats on it gently. Clearly she wants you to accompany. So you're obliged. When you do, she takes out some sunscreen and hands it to you. You're not exactly sure what to do. This isn't even again a little hands-on action. What that's going to be. Now it... No. Thanks. I forgot to bring my own. I lost my own and I fell into the ocean. No problem. I figured as much. Her turn to why you lie the lotion all over your body. You need any help reaching those difficult spots? See your hand floating around your back. Sure, why not? Put her hands on your back as ice cold, but she has a soft touch. When she's done, she takes care of herself. Nice. Let's keep on saving, We'll just apply sunscreen to herself in the most unique way by floating her own hand around her back to spread it on. Nice. Come on, her floating hands, but say nothing. Us, but shards of glass sticking out from her. I feel your hands just float around you like that. You can reach things way easier than I can. It's almost like you're some kind of superhero. Go, you kick out of it, but floating several limbs. That's bad. I think that's not... It's not bad, but it's not perfect. Back I go. I gotta get perfect. Who knows? Glass. So if you don't mind, what's the deal with those shards of glass sticking out from your body? Really want to know you're not creeped out by them? You're not creeped out, just nervous. You tell you the right answer might be personal, but she's a person you want to get to know. I think about what you might have gone through to end up like that. It had to be kind of horrible. It was worse than death. At least death ends eventually. But I wouldn't want to forget about it. It literally made me who I am right now. Truth is, I could pull all these bits of glass that are stuck in my flesh out right now if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Each show's a reminder of what my father did to me and what the world did to him. That's why if he's playing you guys a game, I had the idea I'll be forced to come pressure all the way he did in the end. Alright. Save again. The way they feel negative food up and came bursting out of the way. His music flooded our home and drowned us all. Yeesh. It's hard to think about revenge. The dragon inside me is doing to me what the world did to him. I have to fight it, even though it gives me strength. I must take control. You're stronger than he ever was. I'm sure of it. I appreciate that, Chris. So I said that help isn't a bad thing. In love, life, this is the world a lot shit. Endure alone. Maybe I could use a little assistance reaching my delicate toes for a bit of lotion, you know. Having your body contorted into these vengeful poses. It literally does a number of my joints. It rubs the lotion on its skin. Ready. We're putting lotion on her feet. Nice. Perfect. Missed. Not bad. Oh, we're perfect. No, that's not bad. What? That was perfect. Oh, that's the first one I ever missed. Should I get better? Why not? Perfect that time on the first one. As long as it's not bad. I don't know how I missed so badly before. Alright, good enough. I suppose I should made it to where you're going eventually. Yeah, I had enough right anyway. And you went two incredible ways, so I'm not a woman who believes in rushing through things just to get them done. There is a next time I'm sure you'll do even better. You have a lighthouse, it's ominous dark from hovering lovers moments between spirit and yourself. Evil as it clearly is in the case it does. You're solved by blurting out another ominous moan and burst of black light that rescue you from the awkward silence. Hey, look at that. Ghost ship thing. From something out of nowhere, an ancient-looking ship appears in the water, glows itself at the death spirit that sailed the seas, centrifugated, tattered black in the ocean above towards the shore. Before crashing the rocks, it must have drawn by the lighthouse. Hear the distant shouting of sailors as the old wooden ghost ship breaks up and sinks under the water. Oh, right. It does that sometimes, too. Should we do something? Nah, the sharks will take care of it. Nice. The minute the ocean is quiet against all the waves, nothing itself, hungry sharks. Or these time-traveling pirates, or whoever they were, you're half sure that one of the skull and crossbone flags aren't the only ones drawn here today. It's ready, emerged from the palm trees behind you. You come here to break up your date or something. I came here for that. What? Wraith points to the lighthouse different from his attention. I've been seeing it in my dreams, shining strange light to me. I can't avoid the woods and, well, nothing seems to stop it from reaching out to me. Duh, it's a haunted lighthouse. Does that to everyone at some point. You know, more special than me. Those dead pirates or that mermaid I saw washed up on the shore that one time. Ew. Mermaids, by the way, aren't even close to as beautiful in person as they are in the movies. More sea witch than underwater princess, if you get my drift. It's all part of a vast conspiracy and every river of lights that runs beneath the island or something. Pretty sure I figured out the basics. Anyway, if you come with me, you can get cut. Sarah waves her katana, nearly trimming a couple of buttons off Wraith's tropical top. He takes a hint and backs away a few steps so. For the quiet guy, he never really shuts up. Okay, be there where you'll see. Anyway, alone at last, tension broken, deathly moans quiet, and Wraith banished back to wherever she hangs out. You scooch close to Wraith, but anything the damp, foggy air that seems to emanate from her. It's not quite clear how the fog of thinking works, but you don't care. You're feeling that moment. But seems to be feeling it too. She starts to adjust her robe and you'll get a peek at the bathing suit beneath. For someone who seems intent on proving how little she cares about what everyone else thinks, she put a lot of work into getting that into that suit. It gets strapped for days. However, she's so focused on what's happening with Spirit, you didn't see that interaction. No. Oh, of course, Claudia. We're here to make a very announcement. Join us on the beach. Alright. I think this is stuff now we've been through, so oh well. Ray's actually asked me to spend time with him instead of Spirit. Don't change the subject. You're trying to make sense of what I stay I've had, like, because it's not even clear what this is yet in a while. I'm not sure I'll ditch the likes of you. Not messing things up. Dang, what's happening is our fate, not decision. What would you know even about fighting? Secret hair. I haven't actually saved for a bit, have I? I mean, I'm obviously going to keep going with Spirit. Folks, what are they saying? You cloak, I don't cloak. I'm not a cloak. If face walk out the open, you can just see me. Oh, what you're talking about for sure sounds like a video game community forum. I was supposed to make this choice. I'm going to do that now. And I choose. Okay, I'm going to see. When it comes down to it, neither of these two seem easy love. I mean, damn, Spirit Lady has bringing a lot of shots together, but she has a certain charm, no gloom. Spirit and I were actually having a nice time. Besides, it's my fate, and I was on the island. I will have to. Well, to hell with fate, really. And don't take the wrong way, Wraith, but the amount of awkwardness you pack into a single day, no matter you're skinny or the second guessing, doing must burn a lot of calories. No offense taken, yeah, it's okay. I can be a little awkward, I guess, sometimes. Right, so I'm going to stick with you, Spirit. Everybody's a sigh of relief. I got enough revenge to do without having to kill you and Wraith, too. Nice. Spirit, let's go. Spirit walks you around a corner to show you something that she's coming into place, and you was meant to be connected with her journey. A cherry tree, just a small slapping, but as it began to sprout flowers, it doesn't make sense to have a cherry tree here in this place. It also doesn't make sense to see a ghost in a black bathing suit, so you just accept it. Spirit steps to the tree, a cold breeze pulls some petals off, and they come cascading through the air around both of you. Do you know the meaning of the cherry blossom? They're beautiful, but also quite similar. Of course, like all the good symbols, their meaning is pretty complicated. What do you mean? What do they mean to you? Many people being among cherry blossoms like being a celebration of life. People travel great distances just to be near their vibrant beauty. However, as beautiful as they might be, they aren't magical. They're simply flowers. They quickly die and fade away, and for the reason they're also a symbol of the fading nature of life, of a fragile mortality. In a way, the spectre of living death that calls attention to this special moment to see and appreciate life. How does that duality make you feel, Chris? Empowered? The knowledge of that life and death cycle has always given me peace. Having a fleeting nature of life like a beauty flower in bloom allows me to appreciate the moment without being too hung up on what comes next. She's her face looks sad. You're not sure why. It's not the happiest topic, life and death, but why should that matter? Bro has been trapped in this ghastly state. I don't know, hope cycle back, no birth. I made a mistake. Redo. Frustrated. As you look at the strings, this just like a young current. Predicting sanity, no one has no control to bring you joy, but it seems completely hopeless. How can anyone find a comfort even for a moment with death and decay looking for the horizon? It makes me so frustrated. It makes me so mad. I want to do something about it. I want to strike back against this shitty reality. Spirit lets you off going, yay. Charles Force, from a point of view. I want to be alive. You're connected to her at this moment more than you have any point. You wonder, does she feel the same? Once the fallen cherry blossoms be represent the souls of samurai warriors, those with noble characters, those who did not fear death, those who could kill in the greatest rise to honor their emperor. Their lives are short, but their purpose gave them beauty. Those warriors saw death coming, but they never despaired. They stood and faced it. They held their swords and struck down their fear. But despite the samurai spirit that lives on in me, my noble bloodline, my life has ended, but my death continues to stretch on. The cycle is frozen. The cherry tree is not real. The first petal fall. The soon planet was installed here by someone. Very true, I was very careful. By something with no respect of the balance of life and death. Oh, you don't want to believe you. You know we don't believe you, right? Yep. By this time we got a good reason. Not happening. Nobody accused you of that, but okay. We're just here to tell you dinner's silly. Spending some time with me today. I enjoyed it. Me too. Dinner time. All right. And then I think we're going to go night, and then we'll be on to the final day. All right. I already told my story. Now I'm going to get... You look from Killer Trying to say most entertaining. So Spirit. Prior to Spirit better than whoever we get anyone else. This group, like all the good stories, I saw this one for somebody in the past who's dead now. I can't do anything about it. It's called The Bride. Technically, I suppose the fiance. One winter, young couple decided that the next spring they would be married. The two were married. The other could not wait for so Mel. They could join in matrimony and unite their souls for eternity. Per the latest bridal trend, they decided to have their wedding ceremony at the edge of the woods by a beautiful, shabby chic farmhouse. Together, they spent months planning the details of the wedding. The two created an invitation to figure out seating arrangements and tasted 100 cakes for being perfect one. They chose Lilikoi, by the way, so fancy when it came to figure out the decorations. However, the bride for her fiance, I guess, since she wasn't married yet, when I take the lead and set the style. After all, her boyfriend had been wearing cargo shorts and open-toe sandals for pretty much the entire relationship, so he was definitely not to be trusted. Having decided on such a lovely natural setting for the ceremony, the fiancé decided that she would create unique floral arrangements from the local wildflowers surrounding the farmhouse. As soon as the sun rose on the first day of the spring, she set off on the woods. Each day she spent an hour mapping out where the best balloons that could be found, but prepared to pick them herself in the morning of the wedding, so they would be the height of the freshness and beauty. Enamored with the incredible variety of flowers in the wish conveyed the bride. The fiancé said, not being married, became obsessed with knowing just how many things were. She could have chose the absolute best. Told her that she'd be one hour before the wedding. Excited for the ceremony to come, she dressed in her beautiful white gown, set off woods to gather flowers, trending carefully, collecting in the basket. Obviously, when she came camping, something was not as expected. Somehow it was more beautiful now than before, and she's just on the edge of her view. Now it's up with a new bush field of blossoms so vibrant and colourful, she became dizzy just looking at them. The fiancé ignored her sudden spell and pressed her head, scooping up flower after flower, and every time she did, she noticed further ahead, possibly even more beautiful blossoms. Carelessly fragrance of spring air. The bride, the fiancé, crept farther and further into the woods until she turned into a corner, sat around the musty fallen tree that she had been near before, but this wasn't the clearing she remembered, or at least not how she remembered it. Flowers were suddenly overripe, decaying, falling from their stems into a festering moldy pile on the floor. Where had been only flies, buzzed where the scent of flowers had intoxicated her. The odor made her sick. I might actually quickly save. This is a long story. She turned to look back, but the path was dark. She into the shadowy glare. She walked and walked and walked. That day's guests gathered at the farmhouse. Their fiancé was nothing to be seen. Her friends, family, and love began to look for her, but no avail. They searched the pasture, the tree line, the forest. No beautiful windflowers or young lovers to be seen. They just all dead trees, temple vines, and most covered rocks. The fiancé stayed a fiancé for eternity, always wondering, looking for fresher blowing to clip, but never finding them. Who you are out here alone. I thought it was beautiful and sad, just like someone we know. Story time is done. Yes, you too. God forbid, Dwight. He's enough of burns. Okay, let me save again. So don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into falling with each corporation can soup in and sell you fake solutions to all you fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something through public domain. I refuse to play their game anymore. Others are wanting to do stuff as well. I'm going with Wraith. Spirit. Bro, you picked me. Yay. Sorry, that was rude of me. I suppose for the show, be honest with you. You make for interesting company. I love the idea of winning over killers at the cost, even though when I hate the game prize, but I had a long day. Floating, subverting expectations, grinding my teeth. I imagine the sweet revenge takes a lot out of me. So don't stop bringing your A game, alright? It makes it seem like I hate everyone and getting to really know you as a possible task. Not worth trying, not too bad. No, unless you search deep inside yourself and bring everything you've got. I just said the exact right thing at the right time and melt my cold heart in an instant. I don't know the rules here, but you do. See you at the bar, I guess. Alright. We're at the bar now. Let's save again. Who's ready? Well, I don't drink, so not me. You don't drink ever? Is that like because it would just fell in a hole in the stomach thing? Or poison the body and the mind? I don't really act like a fool to have a good thing. Anytime a gay excuse to get up and booze and make terrible decisions. You learn, whoa, you go to the special private business because that's an off menu. Up and I'm drinking to forget tonight. Mixology is a real thing. It doesn't require alcohol to be interesting. Or however, you all know that I worked at a restaurant before I was violently executed by your father, on whom you bloody ventures right will also be. How about you, Chris? Do you drink? Stay sober. She doesn't want to drink. I won't drink. I have the impression that drink tonight will be a night I want to remember perfectly, so I'm going to pass on the alcoholic drinks. Yeah. Because a false escape. Besides, it's not like sober people can't have fun. Well, brewer picks up a plump cherry and roughly stabs a little plastic sword through it. Oopsie. Okay, so we made a right decision, and we can save again, I guess. Lots of saving. One of the outsides are wearing black at Harley shows stains. No take back. See, so Lovebird, what drink shall we have? Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary sounds like it might be a little bit official drink Murder's Island here. How about that? You turn around and see Claude holding a mirror up to your face. Bloody Mary. Flame warm, sky goes black, a dark shadow appears behind you. Before you know what's happening, you're in trance. You're joining the chant. Bloody Mary, you're feeling your shoulder, the guys wrap around you. Okay. Spirits unleash her skeptical and slice the mirror into shards together, sand your feet. Actually, what kind of asshole? Yeah, let's load that up again. Whoops, daisy. Alright, so what am I saying instead? What drink do we want? Dark and Stormy? How about Dark and Stormy drink from my Dark and Stormy date? Oh, yeah, that one is cute. I got it. Yeah, it didn't know how Dark and Stormy is made. Yep, they're figuring out how to make the drink. The drink, the end. Yes, congratulations, make the drink. Recipe goes boba and rum and ginger beer over ice. Don't forget the lime wheel. Rum and ginger beer over ice with lime wheel. Not sure. Don't you dare. Sprucing your love and mood as she sips her drink and stormy. She's not even rolling eyes at your petty behavior. Dark storms begin away the ocean. You taste your own drink and stormy as you watch the clouds approach. Quite refreshing. Isn't this fun? Honestly, it's the most drama fun free I've had since I got here. And since you have a single pick but delicious drink, we've got plenty of time to relax. Want to make out a little? Breathing this to be drink, really begin coughing before they yes out. Lonnie strikes a planter on the beach and immediately starts a fire that actually erupts as Claudia and Dwight usher the two of you away from the bar. Oh, damn. The game in the volleyball court. Wait, what are we here now? Did we make out? I don't even know. I don't think so. Better get over this quickly so I mean you can get some beauty rest and I can get an internal audition. Is this when I make and eliminate? Yeah, I think so. Alright, so after eliminating, so when I went with Huntress, I eliminated Trapper. When I went with Wraith, I eliminated Spirit. So we'll do the opposite. So when I go with Trapper, I eliminate Huntress. So I'm Spirit now, let's eliminate Wraith. Look, I'm here, and I'm holding. I'm not really getting positive influence from you, Wraithy, who... Peace out, Wraith. They say no positive opinion of you, who are only about to deep down as a person, and how I don't like it. Like, give me something, you know, a kiss, or wink, hold my hand, finish telling me about the mysterious stuff you're obsessed with, or better yet, don't. Wraith rings is taller than you've ever seen him. Calmly walks to the exit. Before he leaves, he turns to you. When you came here, I thought I should be different. I don't know how my last time you made hadn't been snuffed out, but it wasn't. It is now. You just, like the rest of them, there's no hope of goodness here. The only thing I can do is try to escape or burn everything and everyone to the ground. He leaves. Bye, Wraith. Alright. I think we go to, yeah, okay, back to stuff we've seen. Or at the nighttime talking, I skipped the others and Spirit is last. Of course, because into me, where wouldn't they be? Thoughtful, beautiful, surrounded by calming mist. I've always got great hair, and since I'm taking it down, I'm extremely low maintenance. Look, I don't like to throw the term anime waifu around too often, but the body pillow fits snugger, you know what I mean? What? You know, pilots, don't get it converted. Cool, man, I'm not a pilot. Yeah, okay. Fix it. Okay, on to the day. Alright, on to the final day. We're going to give the flowers to spend the day with you. We're going to go with Spirit. Spirit appearing will either bring over impressively large head into her haunting eyes. Spirit, since I met you, I've been enchanted by your presence. You've challenged me to do a better person and resist the edge. Show me sharp energy katana. For that, I thank you. I'm ready to take your evolution to the next level. And we shout to the eyes of the dark stone that is already learned in the room of the black lighthouse. It's time to see what you're made of, Chris. Alright. Let's go, Spirit. I thought it might be nice to start it down the tropical... Do we always start this down the tropical? I think so. Yeah, to the black eyes, even if it kind of... This basic tropical variation, it's like yawn and stalk or whatever. It's good for you to see in the sun a little bit. At least there's more to me than when you've already gone to experience. Alright. We're on to the day. Lots of dishes going to be made. I know there might be a whole vibe can be a little dark that had to swim through the plume of floating hair. This wasn't always who I was. A normal young woman once went to school, hung out with friends, even part-time job working at a restaurant in town. And then why I know what happened. Your father, he murdered me and I work as under adventure. That's not what I was getting at. Something else happened to me. I realized I needed to be seen. I don't even know by whom. I just a little time when you think about ghosts, they're kind of these seen through flickering spectrals. You imagine reaching out and having your hand go right through them. Ooh, like the sort of thing. Maybe there's some warpy effect on the world around you. I don't know. Depends on which movie you're watching. But when I die, well, I dare you try and reach your hand through me. Not really, though. That's not an invitation rhetorical. Why did I end up this way? Who brought me to the island? Who knows? I don't. I've got my ideas, but I'm not exactly out here digging around in caves or dusting of antiques and trying to find clues and analyze their meanings. Do you want to take this experience seriously, though? I want to give the process a change. Maybe dumb process and one extremely little respectful as a person, but just wake up on this beach with no memory of who you are, where you came from, and rather than freak out and suddenly try and swim away, you're given this chance. I actually didn't know that swimming away was an option. Oh my good. If only. I think it's better to stay, though. It's more interesting. It's not, however, the fact that you never even try. I think that means you get courage or even open-minded, and maybe you stuck around because you like someone you met here. Maybe. Alright, so you're getting all deep and philosophical floaty. You're pulled off the shore next to the black eyes. Last stop, everybody off. There were other stops? Oh, no, not the trip of your life. Sarah rolls her eyes and leaves for the shore. I mean, just messing with your, fun for ourselves. There's no other stop. Seriously, go reach to the poop deck. Right, the ship doesn't even have a poop deck, or it will. Alright, off to somewhere now. You're over there near the majestic lights and posing form towers above you. A flock of birds circles lazily, no sense of fear. The second corpse hasn't moved in ages. I'm excited about today's sea. Spirit plays a wrist slowly in your wrist and presses your fingers down against her skin. It's cool to touch, but you feel that the faintest of pulses. My blood is absolutely pumping. So what happens now? Now I show you something that no one has ever seen up close before. Well, no one who has lived to tell about it. We're going there. Spirit brings the top of the lines amongst the circling birds. So it's actually up there. Have you seen it? How everyone's doing today? So since we talk about I'll bring up, just hope he doesn't completely melt down. Hi, Wraith. You seem chipper today. Something strange definitely going on with this guy. Well, something else strange. Something different than what's usually going. Been sucked. Chris, thank you for choosing anyone else to go on a date with today. Alone again forever. This is how I'm meant to be. I feel alive. Are you down? What kind of, on a date you just mentioned? I'm glad you're feeling better, Wraith, but like she said, we're in the middle of something. You mind? Alright. What you're doing, head up to the lighthouse. I love it up there. You can really see the whole island from up there. In fact, I thought you said no one has been up there and I live to tell about it, but it sounds exactly like I telling about it. Technically, I don't think Wraith counts as being alive. I mean, I don't maintain the cannon, but it's really Wraith and I'm Wraith from head to toe. As if he's not dead, and now he's going to be when I punish you for a turban now date. Interrupting. Hey now, okay, we can solve our problems without our hair floating up into the air, menacing shapes. So I've just been over here running around enjoying the view. I think Ray was kidding about the whole meeting up there thing. Honestly, the view isn't even off the island. Isn't even on the island when you can see it's mostly ocean on the account of being, a lighthouse. However, that does bring up an interesting point. Guys, how do I say it? It's real hand flows who scratches that completely. You don't usually see a loss for words like this. What's your moral status? Oh, decision. Save. Being despite our lucky friends seems the thing I like is not the travel with. It's a beacon of death and suffering that brings you corners of the world. It's not further. One day you saw a pirate ship traveling through in time and it crumbled the rocks beneath the spooky tower. You decided not to point out it wouldn't be romantic and now would it? Think I'm alive? I'm here with you working the beach, feeling the water under my feet, feeling the sun on my skin. Here with me, the spirit, does that really make you alive? I guess I don't know. Everything I did, Black Lighthouse, we may never return. Is the risk you're willing to take? Because we have something I won't deny. I'd hate for you to see me turn ash. We can meet right here now to figure out this as friends. We could put this right for another time. Just be friends. Ouch, is that why you're letting down easy? I don't know if I want that friendship. I want you. That's why I chose you. I can't decide this for you. I think it may not be safe. You might die up there and there's nothing I can do about it. I want to be with you. Spirit. So go up, maybe die? You take a deep breath and think about every part of the air travels to your body and fills your lungs. Maybe last time you have this thought, but you strangely speak without information. I don't need another friend. I want something more. I'd risk my life for it. Spirit smiles a quirky, devilish smile. Right this way. Up to the lighthouse we go. I think we'll be fine. Sunlight is almost pitch black of seeming day when you step through the door, but inside the place is like a void. For I raise a sun, the horrible sight of petrified body laying on the stairs, reaching not up but down as they've been crawling. What's your step? Things we do for love. It's very dark up here. Jeez, if it's meant to be daytime outside. When you ride the line into the black light as you breathe a sigh of relief, the light is out and semi-defunct. Dusk cakes the room, and though it hasn't been operated in a century. However, somehow it was just a morning a moment ago, but now it's night. What do you mean a moment ago? We've been standing here looking over the ocean. Oh, Dave, really enjoyed the peaceful time together with you. Taking the view, standing in complete silence for hours. It was kind of my perfect day. Didn't even realize, I guess. Really don't remember that. I just called it perfect day and you can't be bothered to remember it. What kind of game are you playing with me? I'm sorry. I want to remember, just for some reason my mind's completely blank. But hey, I'm not dead. You're really dead and haven't been this whole time. That's true. Maybe we'll never know. It doesn't look like the light is working. Even turned off the light has power to do massive. It refracts moonlight through itself. It's will sparkle as a hypnotic effect. Maybe that's where the day went. Starting the slides, time for the moonrise. Spending the day with me. I really had a good time. That's it. Don't get me wrong. This is really cool and all. Just, I guess I didn't know what I expected. Save. Suppose if you thought you were walking into your death and nothing happened, it might feel a bit anticlimactic. Sorry, anyway, it's time to go here. Let me just flip on the light for the staircase so it's easy to get down. And the stairs still look pretty dark. Maybe it. So it's interrupted a strange hum and then it becomes finally clear to you. Which wasn't for the stairs, it was for the main light. A lantern there's now beginning to power up. Well, the burning begins to reach up to your nose. Oopsie, looks like maybe that switch wasn't for the stair light at all. Now I've seen who's real life, who's really, I suppose, was bound to happen sooner or later. Now, slam your eyes closed, hoping that someone not looking at the light stuff will protect you. Not sure I say lodging that, but if it's magic, it kind of defies a logic. I want to say, but well, I'm a little scared. Don't look directly in the light. Open your eyes and look into only at me, and I'll keep you safe. Ready? Oh, we're doing this. Just look straight at Spirit, right in her eyes, and I won't die. Gotcha. Got it, and boom, perfect all the way around. Not one more. Perfect. You're doing it. We're here together. Watching the incredible light. You're so brave. Says I got perfect. I don't think that really matters, but save anyway. I feel for you. I feel seen by you, truly seen by anyone for the first time in my life. This is our destiny to be brought together by the darkness, brought toward the light. Despite I attempt to resist it, they can cripple force and energy from the black light. And I refuse to subside. No, it cannot be ignored. It doesn't matter if you look directly at it or not. The end is also a trivial game. This is real life and automatic. You stare at it now, and its power penetrates your mind. Been a while. How are things? Doing good? Film or dead or more alive? Yeah, I love that person. Don't worry, it'll make sense. Huh? You wake to your spirit's muffled voice. You got a terrible taste in your mouth like burnt hair. Where are we now? The air feels damp. It smells like ash. Take some of the sound clean up. Eventually, spirit words doesn't make sense to you. It's like someone else, not you. You know how sometimes people say it's not you, it's me. Well, this time it's you, and it's also me. I can't believe I thought you would change for me. I can't believe I thought what you were doing was a sacrifice. You never gave anything up for me. Well, today I saw what you look like, and now it looks like a whole different than this. I don't think you're hearing me, which is weird because I'm practically shouting. Oh, Nobody breaks up with Trapper. Nobody. Oh, yeah, fine. Nobody breaks up with Trapper, but I'm not doing that. I'm dumping. Don't you say it. Dumping Evan McMillan, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's over between us and Evan. Wait. You two are together? Also, is that your name? Rin, Trapper turns from the and looks directly. You realize that you're laying on the ground in some weird tunnel. We're in Trapper's tunnel. They together? I didn't even know that. Weird. I think they are shouting and wake up Chris. My shouting... Stay quiet, face, not say something. I think they know I'm awake. Hello? I'm sorry, I think I know something very personal and also quite scary. I couldn't try listening, but I heard a lot. Probably nothing, everything that I woke up in the middle. What did you hear? Just you, dumb and Trapper? We were never together. I mean, we were together. Wink, wink, wink. I know you're wearing a mask, but we can see your eyes. You don't need to say wink, wink, wink out loud. Another reason I'm not to have dumped you. You did not. It was mutual. The jig is, as I say, you're awake now. You're awake now and you're going to have to deal with this awkward situation head on. Clearly, I shouldn't be here. You two are having a very personal conversation I didn't need to be involved in. I don't even know how I got here now on the island or in this creepy tunnel. As far as the island goes, your guess is good as mine. As far as the tunnel goes, we brought you here. Where? You and Trevor, but our lights came on, you blacked out on your way down. I thought you might have hit your head or something. It's hard to tell what blood is new or old around here. Either way, I want you to get some of this safe and ask Trapper for help. It's not that I can't carry out. I just didn't feel like, I hate anything messing with my shafts. Trapper, on the other hand, he loves nothing more than having an unconscious body draped over his shoulder. Could have asked Claudia and Driver, but I don't trust them. But you trust Trapper? Like I trust two different things. I think Trapper can be a real jerk, but you'd be right, but you get what you see with him. We brought you down here because you were the only ones who knew about this place. It's part of an old tunnel that connects different places on the island. What's up, guys? I'm mysterious. My favorite topic. I was just in the neighborhood, so I thought I'd pop in. Trapper, you said this place was private. Don't look at me. I didn't tell him about it. Half the appeal of spoilers getting away from people like him. Well, geez, I can see why I'm not wanted. So you're Trapper now, or because I gotta say... I really didn't get the whole Trapper spirit thing, but hey, it's not my business. I don't stick with my nose in it. Well, not a thing. There is traps to Trapper. I know with traps or with relationships. You realize you're sticking around your nose in business right now. Well, so also, if you don't want to talk about it, just say so. Anyway, this tunnel has something very features. You head about 50 meters down. That way you'll find. Get out. He looks around just to be down. So Trapper's addressing him. I was just leaving. The island is a lonely place, which is great for me. He loves to be alone. Trapper, on the other hand, is quite needy. After a lot of pursuit, I finally let him catch up to me, and it became, well, I don't want to call it a relationship because someone really didn't want to have that talk, but we're more than friends. I dispute the events as told. For the record, I don't pursue, I stalked, and I lie in wait. Seeing eye to eye is not any things we were good at. Okay, let's have a gangster. We're not getting any decisions. We didn't really have any since this one. So I had to ask, but did you looking for a size deathline? So I guess I'm more of a glutton for punishment than I thought. Wow, oh, that's me talking. What were you good at? Well, for starters, excuse me, I'll take that question. Thank you very much. If you know anything about me by now, it's that I'm on a quest for revenge. Exactly, everyone. Well, you might know Trapper is like a classical maestro of revenge. Trapper blushes behind the mask. That's what we call killer revenge against friends who had turned their back and betrayed him. Revenge against his father for making him into a monster. Revenge against a barista Ewan on his cappuccino, knowing his name was actually Evan. For someone who thinks about revenge, especially Trapper is inspiration, but as they say, never date your heroes. Good advice, but I don't think they're saying that. And then came along Chris, you showed me that it's okay to be lost, feel pathetic, to push on when you have nothing real to offer anyone. Jesus, I'm not sure where you got all that info, but okay. You had to mirror up to my own doubts and fears and show me that they aren't everything about me, and I can embrace those things but not be defined by them. You showed me that life had to take me more than just obsession with revenge and mind-blowing sex on the ground in a dark cave or dusty old tunnel. Trapper nudges you to the roots with the Albert Gross, clearly appealing to Trapper's better features have been one strategy for dumping his ass because he seems to be trying to work. I've asked dating show parody thing. At first I really thought it was a lame idea. What kind of moron thought there was an audience for this? Then we spent some time together and I realized there's something actually real here. I don't want to give up on it. I don't want to give up on this. Listen, Gross, well, you're knocked unconscious by some minor head trauma like a total weakling. But confided in me that she has real feelings for you. I talk her to Shreeman actually because I trust her and value her opinion. That doesn't mean I trust you. If you want to get her, you have to go through me first. Excuse me? By passing Trevor's test, come over to be able to hear Sundays at 8 p.m. Welcome to Trevor's test. Answer my questions. Correct, will die by my blade. Question 1. What is Spirit's real name? Only given her by murderous father, which only... What's her name again? You know, I could just search it up. Since if I get it wrong, I'm going to redo it. Anyway, Spirit's name. Oh, Spirit's name DVD. Okay, it is the bottom one. Okay, got that one. Don't sell it yet. Question 2. What lives inside Spirit? A dragon. I know that. Out of these 3, definitely. Sure, I want to say you won't be it's easy. Question 3. Where does Spirit work back when she was a normal college girl before she was held in revenge? A restaurant. I would date a waitress. Don't tell my father I even mingled with the help like that. She'd be so disappointed in me. Question 4. What's Spirit's favorite color? Black. Those questions is like, did she tell me her name? Because I knew the rest. Are those questions are just superficial, me, or maybe I did get to know the spirit that well. Like, maybe that's why she dumped. Maybe that didn't work out for her. Who knows? Question 5, the final question. You got this, Chris. Wait, that's okay. Just one more. Let's say so I don't have to answer them all again if I get it wrong. What's worse than being dead? Actually, I don't know. This one. Yeah, nothing serious. When I pitched Trevor's Trust to the Citizen VR, they told me we're no room budget for a new car to be given as a final prize win. Cool them right down the spot. While killing them didn't solve any of the budget problem, it sure did feel quite good. I'm telling you, A, brag, and B, explain anything you're going to win me. So go over passing Trapper's test. Now there's some huge challenge. I mean, the woman obsessed with a giant light that shines in the dark have just a chip on the shoulder about being seen. Go figure, probably guess the rules have been rules if I literally just made them up and got it right. So I guess I approve of you dating spirit or whatever. I nearly shared. Never really cared in the first place. Just hoping you slipped by and gave me a good excuse to wet my blade with your blood. Maybe I'll find reason tomorrow. For now, you have 2 wing Trapper outs. I'm sorry you had to endure that. Oh, good. I passed the test. Flying colors. What 5 music questions? That was nothing. Not even as ridiculous. It was the whole thing. Wake up with the rain tunnel over here. Our argument to use Trapper and I had something going on. The stupid quiz. Although they expressed the whole Trapper out catchphrase over because I actually like you. None of it would have happened. But happened if I didn't. And I feel I like you too, Spirit. Please call me Rin. I didn't really feel like a lot of this experience was complete. There was something else I wanted to show you. Alone up the landing room of the tower. Keep in mind of the gutter, because it's not that kind of game. What's the old moment? I'm being told no way is that kind of game. Describe the gutter comment. Come back with me. There's no place I'd rather be. Oh, here we go. Shall I return the landing room of the lights as part of the drama and worry previously part of the room? I'm putting you excited to be the spirit, which makes you all more crushing when you're trouble. Oh my god. And reading those always came my experience before they can explain the lights begin. So how frightening how. Family reunion? Well, no. There's always the family comes back. Well, don't. It's telling me her father's coming. In case something bad happens to you again. Now it's time for any right shenanigans. Dry Claudette, shield your eyes. We don't know what the liars will. No, please don't interrupt. You think it was, oh, God. What is it? 2 lady black flares and doctors see them horrible and strange. The place of Claudette and dry chorus silhouettes. But before you can focus on the light, passing the survivors return to their normal states. Breezy up here. I shouldn't have picked a sweater. What in the hairy hell? Hey, what's the language you should pick that way? Oh, my God. Around your elders. The spirit grandpa. Oni, my little ring, you're such a woman now. They grow up so fast. What? Chris, big grandpa, cousin, Yamoka. Well, technically not just grandpa. Technically he's my great-great-grandpa. But that's a lot of grace to say in a row. I haven't seen my little ring since I watched her from the early after I assumed she was just a little girl. And I expect you all to say the grace. It's a matter of honor and respect. Except Rin. She can do whatever she wants, my precious little angel. But you, demonic red eyes, just pretty sure that the decorative third eye on his mask is looking at you. You mongrel, you must treat me with respect, or so help me, I'll clean bits of your head off my cannabis. My cannon is like a metal baseball bat covered in spikes. If I'm not sure what a peasant like you is doing so close to a descendant of the noble Yamago bloodline in the first place. Dirk, Claudine, explain what's going on. Is right, remember, come meet with your great-great-granddaughter so to give you the 5 greats. Oh my goodness. Dwight is someone not a judge. There must be something you hear because they think you judge judgment because as if the son of my father would also be too distracted by torturing him for all the turning to continue with the rest of the whatever this is show game. I didn't realize I was spirit talking. Yes, that makes sense. Only man with my power and magic can help. So important. Much nice to meet you, Kazan. Only my friends and family call me Kazan. Those who tell me call me Oni. You're seeing a series of villains to trap me. Unless she has a type, you can or measure up to that. It draws you. Wait a second. Maybe you do resemble Oni. Every time you try to look at your own reflection, however, you become dizzy and confused. Everybody deserves. Technically, might be some kind of hulking vampire in the first ever case of blindness to some. Well, you don't scare me at all. So I'll stick with Kazan. Peasant, I realize now the true birds of my visit to extinguish your light. Only words of katana in the air. Immensely like grandma like Gray, apparently. Hold on there, grandpops. Not so fast. You're only supposed to kill them if they deserve it. First, you should get to know them a little better. Young people these days always wanting to kill people, insisting they must deserve it. Back in my day, you did what needed to be done because you never really depended on them. In this day, for such an imposing president, he sure is giving off serious old man yells at cloud vibes. To see, when I was a young man, we didn't have foreigners in our land, didn't need them. We had an abundance of culture already, a little too much if you ask me, but I didn't make for the rules. The rules did exactly how it should be. Literature, art, comments, theater, fashion, poetry, publishers, ghost stories. courtesans, gambling, fighting, fine dining, fast food, public associations, and what else were we talking about? Spooky because of the great. Okay, I'm not going to say all this every time. I need to forget for now. She wonder, does she even like this guy? I'm sure she hates her father. So, listen up, old man. We don't have time for you to do a list of everyone. Samurai and then here of the Edo period. Silence, pressing and showing your ignorance. Samurai was forgave from many activities that don't benefit the Bushido code, such as attending certain theatrical performances. For instance, sometimes, however, Samurai would put on a disguise in order to seek out entertainment. Now, I'm not saying I did that because I had honor at a body built like an entire castle that's quite hard to hide, but clearly I have neither my honor nor my physique. Don't even worry about the ins and outs of my shifting rules of traditional Japanese samurai etiquette, you foreign. What would you want to be such an uneducated samurai as this? You find it hard to believe that any country person who knows much about it wasn't allowed to leisure activities 100 years ago. Oh, I get a sweet room, my beautiful descendant. You invited me here, you're kind to bash the jerk's head in. Call it Doris, fetch my kanaboo rin, wrap your robe around this monroe hands and hold them still. Will splatter their brains on the beach against family. Grandma, no, that's so I invite you here. In all fact, anyway, you called it and Dwight did. Ah, yes, sure, wink, wink, wink. Whole thing saying wink out like this, getting out of hand. Trevor really do love it, don't they? I swear, Chris had a good soul in the heart of a warrior that fought for love in their own way, faced down death more than once, and put up with their fair share of nonsense. Nonsense do seem to be endless, can which I do unwrap this slightly. Of course, who am I to expect anyone to wait around for my pre-war? I've only been hanging around a ghost, much of my blood and be polluted by cows and critters for the 5 generations. Just give your ancestors a loin hug. Sort of beg you closer. I think I'm good over here, actually. We're in now. Push them away. Push them in half. The sacrifice of this up to the Yamoka bloodline will surely bring us back to life and set us back to the cost of honor. Yes, you're so silly, Grandma. We both really know that one sacrifice can get our family back on track. Render my father, your great-great-grandson, traitor to the Yamoka name. A lust for violence in your voice that fills me with cheer. I'll never forget who I am. I suppose this is the person you're going to be with. Going to draw revenge with. I should trust your judgment. The strength inside your blood seems on the same cherry tree that was planted centuries ago by our shared ancestors. And if Chris treats me poorly, you have my word on my family. I'll wound my katana and gut them like a fish. Nice. A tear rolls down from behind Oni's money. No, she's sure you want to marry into this. One last word of advice, my dear girl. The father stuff, don't forget it. Maybe stuff I could simply on it. What he did is awful, but it was also really done. Do something for yourself now. Just my 2 cents. Well, Rin, I'll see you again soon. Let's get servants cleared. He always says their names differently. Alright, I think you're leaving now, Oni. Bye-bye. Yeah, sure. I swear that better deal than Trapper's dad. Oh, God. I'm going to see Trapper's dad when we go with him. I'm sorry if it's a great grandfather. He seemed like a very special man. I realized I was never measured up to someone like that. I worry with how fashion sense. I mean, that mask. Don't worry. I would never expect you to or want you to really. If I wanted it was the biggest brute alive, I'd be down with Trapper's cave right now, avoiding his vintage bear traps. But if that's not the life I imagine for myself, that seems the sense of an abstract guy anger, the world changing around me for lust of blood. There's no way to live, and yet, as you know, this is your way of life. Forever, I'm cursed to battle against the dragon that lives inside me. At least, maybe I was until now. Call me the Dragon Tamer, baby. You haven't won this game yet. Please don't ruin it. Sorry, I have no idea where that came from. I think we've spent enough time in the landing room. We should get back to the beach. Back to the beach. Okay. Unless the remaining Buddha's storm clouds, black lighthouse. You know the sun's my set full, but it was long way enough. It will rise again. Nothing's really happened for a bit. Safe. I made no decisions. Oh, Spirit's got her thing off. Hi there. Spirit removes a sheer rose, showing a strappy black bikini. Pale skin glows under the light of the room. Maybe you could help me get a head start applying tomorrow's sunscreen. Okay, again, I mean, yeah, of course. Last time was well. I definitely felt more connected to you afterwards. To be totally with you, I'm kind of asking you a goof, but I really enjoyed it. So, though, if you tell me anything about this, I will not be labeled a foot freak. If you tell anyone about this, I will not be labeled a foot freak. Not that there's anything wrong with feet. It's just that something not about that kind of attention really gets people talking. Steady, steady. So she wants us to do stuff with her feet. Okay. Spirit into feet. Yes, almost. Almost. That was on it. Yes. Yes? No. Is this one I have to get up right on it? Yes, God, that's so good. I love you feeling your hands slamming on my feet and between my toes. As good as ever been more moist. Get up here right now. If you can find settle over your lotion hands, it grabs you and pulls you in close. Alright. Save again. Her lips lock onto yours. It's surprisingly soft and warm. The sensation is incredible. Clouds cover the moon. You find yourself on the beach with Spirit in complete dark. You feel the narrow steps of a bathing suit come undone. It comes alive, snagging through the air, wrapping around your body, lifting up off your feet. Come here, you. This is what it feels like to fly. This is way more intimate than the others. A spirit pulls you close, you feel bits of glass pressing into your flesh. Pain and pleasure mix wash over the ocean. Salty as stinging your ass as you writhe against your under lover. Lighthouse, house, and dark, you're pretty sure the spirit lets the dragon inside of her take over. If it kills you, you're sure it will have all been worth it. Cast pleasure, manage to pull yourself exhausted away from spirit. Oh god, I got a shard. Chunk of broken glass is lodged in your shoulder. When you pluck it from your skin, it drips blood. Sorry, I think I got stuck with me when you know, I was having the best time of my life. So it drags a finger over the sharp end of the glass shard. Keep it. Consider it a memento. I've got plenty more where that came from. Okay. Back on the beach, other kills roll their eyes as you show spirit doing that couples thing where you walk with your hands in each other's back pockets. You know that so much as you love will do that to a person. Lastly, a beautiful piece of me done so well. You're almost finished line. Oh wait, did you? What kind of sins of body assault? Where do you think I am? Spirit, welcome. You're both still alive. We're going to assume you had a good time. Yes, we had an absolutely good time, it seems like. Hey, open you with bits of sand and dirt stuck in them. Ah, yeah, you could say that. I think some of those might be infected. You should really get them checked out. If you're actually good at this, you get them checked out of your head, my spirit. So anyway, but the truth is she's a demon hell revenge who but ultimately stopped nothing, so I lost for death because of her revenge. I can't get that of mine. I think that's hot. She's the gothic girl from my dream who just jealous. You lost her and trying to run me out of town. Well, guess what? I'm not scared of you with my ring now. She's got on my back. Literally, she carved her name in a piece of broken glass. Only 3 days long. Alright, kill no matter what. But we're going to finish. This is the final, so we have to hold just a moment longer. Fighting love at work. You think, average one look at me, well, I'm officiate the wedding of 2 maniacs. Please, spirit, make this work out and prepare your vows. So, actually, just getting married? Jeez. As soon as you both say, I do, we're continuing off an exclusive honeymoon. Hold on, no one's saying, I do today. Excuse me? Save? Yeah, no, it is. But what? Major social integrity put in place by many power thousands of you go maintaining their control of the world. I'm not interested in playing their game. I'm not interested in doing what everyone tells me. I'm living by any rules I don't believe in deep down in my heart. In fact, now I think about it, I don't remember being asked if I wanted to take part in this bootleg reality TV bullshit in the first place. Anyone ever agree to this? I'm still not sure what's going on. A katana and a Roman from Buddha change from a taser terror. Whoa, we're having fun here. If you say I do, we can. I won't. With Solar Blade Claude is no more replaced by 2 halves of Claudette. Neither of which, especially alive, Dry's horrified the chance he actually went into lucky for him. He hides a lot of things. Unlucky for him, urine isn't one of them. Meanwhile, Trevor, Hunters, and Wraith are eating popcorn. Where'd they get popcorn? You were under the impression that Claude and Dwight did all the cooking around here, so you just not time to think about who popped in popcorn. Gruesome murder just happened. This is for you. You know what to do. Spirit Hand Katana, you look at whimpering Dwight and feel everyone waiting for you to put him out of his misery. Look out, Chris. We want a very tight schedule. Respect schedule, right? If you kill me, I'm afraid what comes next. So I don't know. Could you not? Are we about to murder Dwight? Or have a choice to? Interesting. But I think I'm dismissed. But there's a good reason to do with Spirit's Katana, not actually a reason not to kill him. This doesn't make sense. The only thing that makes sense is taking control, taking away from them, taking it in your own hands and carving a new destiny for yourself. Kill the plague worm, kill him and join me in my mission. Together we'll be unstoppable. What are you going to do? I think this is a decision if she gets upset or you're with her. So, Dwight, I am sorry. Kill! You raise Spirit's Katana, and with one, he's a slice wedding cake, you cut into 2. His dead body slumps on the ground in front of you. That was so incredibly sexy. Rin lays their hands on you, and you both kill Katana, your fingers intertwined. You look in the other's kill and see others, you on their face respect. You're one of them now. This is uncompromising, splattered with blood, a killer. I thought it's going to be really crap his pants when we see the 2 of us come in. Yo! The dark heart achievement. Obsessed so much. What are you waiting for, lover? You sit on the beach below the black lighthouse watching seagulls devour the lines of dead pirate who has washed up on a shore. Just think about how much I love you, and well, stop there and show me. You think we'll ever leave this place? What do you care? Hope we don't. The end. Spirit ending. Let's go. I really enjoyed the Spirit ones. We obviously rushed through and skipped stuff because I played a lot of it. But I think that was more interesting than Wraith. All right. I'll look at the achievements in a second. But we have got to load the game again and go back to say, no, we're not killing Dwight. And we're going to get the bad Spirit ending. All right. Spare him. He drops Spirit Katana in the center of your feet. Everyone guards your Spirit. She's furious. I could never kill him. I'm not a killer. This is I never loved you. Do they give this? I wonder if they give different stuff happen to us. Maybe. I know this will get the ban, man. I never loved you. Because I never loved you. I don't care about you, about your quest for revenge, about your personal drama, about your cliche essential struggles. God, she said so much with her. And she opened up, like no one else to know. I mean, literally, she's full of open wounds. I'm just here for the moment right now to watch this little blood is left in your cold veins, drained from your face, to show that you're not even close to how thick you are, to show all of you Nothing. You think just because you have a tragic backstory and a single weapon that actually worth of my pursuit, you're toys to me. I probably turn toss you away. The whole world is my sandbox. If I'm ultimate killer, I'm the next racial monster. I'm the future of suffering. Jesus. Entity, I knew I made the right choice with you, Chris. Andy, you know the cosmic being who crafts you, or maybe come to my years from virtual nobody, a heartbreaking villain. You're lying a little thick by space you've earned it. Go off, love. You got all this stuff, too much sunshine, volleyball. Don't even like any of those things. Well, yeah, I don't care. That's what you're telling me. Guess nobody cares for me. These things are going to be a lot more deranged, mechanical now that I'm around. I choose you the latest, greatest killer other than me, Chris. Hey, you're out there. I'm talking directly to you now. You think you're in control? You think you're in charge? Well, you aren't now. You never were. This is my game. It goes deeper than you ever imagined. See you around forever. Oh. Assassin's Blade. Whip Spirit. Days later, not much has changed in Resigned now the regiment, but in the end, what difference does that make? Patient with no one in sight continues on the waters well, and the drinks the cold, and the firecrackers peacefully in the distance. Spirits reads alone by the pool. I can't believe they pull that crap with me. Me, the one obsessed with revenge. I know they're not, that's my thing. It's said a billion times. Kind of piece of world have obsessed with revenge. They are the most obvious character traits. Forever is a long time. Don't they know that? Don't they know that I'll never give up? Never, ever, ever, ever. The ends of another one. Alright, there was 2 more options. Wait, I didn't get an achievement for that? What? Alright, there's 2 more. This is a real, I'm not a killer. I'm not a killer. Because I'm not a killer. I'm not like you. Trevor's laugh, head breach. I knew this entire time. Just bumped the head, a balcony of cruise ship or whatever from the ocean. It's another point the entire time. I'm so disappointed. Stripper can does it and dry yourself. He never stood a chance. Up. Might no way for standing for you, but I also despite if you've been Spurs where you know killer air. Do you think that makes you survive as it could handle the agony? Here's a little tit size never really survive. Yep. Decides that she looked beautiful. She thrust a katana into your heart. And I'm dead. The spirit's revenge. Try again? Where's this put me at? Actually, don't know. Okay, no. Let's load back to where I just was. Oh, it put me further. It overwrit the save thing. God damn it. Doesn't matter. We have one more decision to make. That I'll quickly go and do. Spare him, and this isn't real because this is real. None of it is a lie. Shame, a horrible nightmare. It's not the real. That shouldn't hurt. I wake up, Chris. It's time to die. Oh. Give up. All right. Well, that's all the spirit stuff. Let me just quickly check the achievements. All right. So that is the end for the spirit ending. I did enjoy a lot of the spirit stuff. Interesting. It seems like we actually got to listen to having sex with her, unlike the rest. So I don't think we did it with others. Yeah. So we got one more to go through, Trap Bind. I don't know if we'll do another one after that, which if we look for any of the secret stuff, because I did search up and there are some secret ending stuff, but I don't know how complicated it is to get all that. Yeah, obviously there's also the friend zoned endings to get with Wraith. I don't think we're gonna get that spirit, maybe Trapper or what is it, Huntress, just because it takes too long. And with Trapper, I want to make sure I get everything right, so I don't have to play the game again. But we saw one friend zone ending, which I think is good enough. But next one will be Trapper. We did Spirit, and we've been with 3 of the killers, and it's definitely been fun so far. So anyway, that's going to do it for Hooked on You. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.